Good morning. Thank you for joining with me. We are in the Song of Prayer, and we are in part 3, Healing, and this is section 2, False versus True Healing. False healing merely makes a poor exchange of one illusion for a nicer one, a dream of sickness for a dream of health. This can occur at lower forms of prayer combining with forgiveness, kindly meant but not completely understood as yet. Only false healing can give way to fear, so sickness will be free to strike again. False healing can indeed remove a form of pain and sickness, but the cause remains and will not lack effects. The cause is still the wish to die and overcome the Christ. And with this wish is death a certainty, for prayer is answered. Yet there is not a kind of seeming death that has a different source. It does not come because of hurtful thoughts and raging anger at the universe. It merely signifies the end has come for usefulness of body functioning. And so it is discarded as choice as one lays by a garment now outworn. This is what death should be. A quiet choice made joyfully. Oh, I love this. Okay, let me repeat this. This is what death should be. A quiet choice made joyfully and with a sense of peace because the body has been kindly used to help the Son of God along the way he goes to God. We thank the body then for all the service it has given us. But we are thankful too. The need is done to walk the world of limits and to reach the Christ in hidden forms and clearly seen, at most in lovely flashes. Now we can behold him without binders, in the light that we have learned to look upon again. I love that because honestly, and I'm sorry to interject here, but a big passion of mine is working with the dying. So, and I don't say this to anyone, of course, but this is honestly how I feel about death and how I've always felt about death. Not always, but since probably 2010, when it's really was in my face a lot for years. So, I just love this. This is just beautiful. And of course, you can't tell someone this who's dying. I mean, that would not be kind, but unless they're open to this, or a student, or spiritual, or, if you know that they believe this. But you can't. But I love this because this is how I feel, and this is how I can work with the dying. And I feel like it's a beautiful gift. Anyway, okay. We call it death, but it is liberty. I love that. It does not come in forms that seem to be thrust down in pain upon unwilling flesh, but as a gentle welcome to release. If there has been true healing, this can be the form in which death comes when it is time to rest a while from labor gladly done and gladly ended. Now we go in peace to freer air and gentler climate, where it is not hard to see the gifts we gave were saved for us. For Christ is clearer now, his vision more sustained in us, his voice, the Word of God, more certainly our own. This gentle passage to a higher prayer, a kind forgiveness of the ways of earth, can only be received with thankfulness. Yet first true healing must have come to bless the mind with loving pardon for the sins it dreamed about and laid upon the world. Now are its dreams dispelled in quiet rest. Now its forgiveness comes to heal the world, and it is ready to depart in peace, the journey over and the lessons learned. This is not death according to the world, for death is cruel in its frightened eyes and takes the form of punishment for sin. How could it be a blessing then, and how could it be welcome when it must be feared? What healing has occurred in such a view of what is merely opening the gate to higher prayer and kindly justice done? Death is reward and not a punishment. But such a viewpoint must first be but such a viewpoint must be fostered by the healing that the world cannot conceive. There is no partial healing. What but shifts illusions has done nothing. What is false cannot be partly true. If you are healed, your healing is complete. Forgiveness is the only gift you give and would receive. False healing rests upon the body's cure, leaving the cause of illness still unchanged, ready to strike again until it brings a cruel death in seeming victory. It can be held at bay a little while, and there can be a brief respite as it waits to take its vengeance on the Son of God. Yet it cannot be overcome until all faith in it has been laid by and placed upon God's substitute for evil dreams, a world in which there is no veil of sin to keep it dark and comfortless. At last the gate of heaven opens, and God's Son is free to enter in the home that stands ready to welcome him and was prepared before time was and still but waits for him. And that is the conclusion of section 2 in healing. And it's funny because I diet and exercise and yada yada. I'm all into fitness and I'm a runner. So, and of course I eat pizza and ice cream way too much. But not today. Anyway, so I just want to say that the way that's important to me in the dream. So it's like a game to me. I play the game. I'm playing the game. I'm having fun with the game, but that's not who I really am. So we can be invested in the things of the body and do what we need to do in this illusion to take care of it, brush our teeth, comb our hair, which I have not done yet. Even though my hair is really short, people are like, I can't tell a difference. I can. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I've had a very productive morning. And I just want to say, I love you. Thank you for being here with me. I'm sorry to ramble on. I just love what it said. I haven't read this in a really long time, and it's just resonating with me. Have a beautiful day. Curtis, I'm calling out to you. I appreciate you. We're almost at the end, and you've been with me so long. I appreciate you so much and your comments. You've been so much to me this year. It's so wonderful to have love and support. I always say, if you don't have anything kind to say, don't say it at all. And you've just been a source of, you've kept me going, so thank you. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate you so much. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow for section 3.